we're back. Let's go. We actually did have a subber. Cameraman, big shout out, 23 months. That's a whole lot. I mean, we're going to be rocking this show for a whole lot longer, though. And someone who's helped me rock through my casting career, friend of mine, and we're about to deepen that friendship. He's a caster. He's a very smart analyst, and I love to hear him speak. Everybody, welcome to the studio, V1nson.
Hey, how's it going?
What is going on, my man? Thank you so much for joining us here in the studio. It's good to see you, and like I said to you before you came out, it's due. It's due. We've been working together for a minute. We got to get you out here.
Yeah, I'm glad to finally be on the show. I feel it definitely has been a long time coming. There's been discussions for ages.
I think it's just been before we did a gig. I was like, hey, you should come on the show.
yeah.
And then just nothing.
Listen. I knew there would be an opening somewhere, and here we are. So it happened eventually. That's the perfect thing.
Hey, well, thank you so much for coming. This is gonna be thank you number 3 for the night. It's gonna be like 5 more. Yeah, I hold up my fingers weird. Like this is really hard to make happen. Do you have dumb fingers like me? Is that?
No, that's normal. I was just being weird too.
Okay, no. So. Okay, yeah, no, so I am weird. That is true. Okay, anyways, thank you so much. How are you doing tonight? How are you feeling? Is it a good night?
It's good. It's a good night. We got home from work, played some games, and now we're on late night with Los. So honestly, best day. I don't think I could ask for better.
Hell yeah, dude. What were you playing?
So okay, I've been on a Minecraft binge, another one.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those games where like you go in and you play, and then you stop playing, and you'll play for like a year, and then there's just something, and you're back for another year, or 3 months or whatever.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that. I go on binges of this game called Crusader Kings, where it's like you build up an empire, you kind of like make sure all your heirs are married to like powerful people, so you have strong armies. And I put in like 20 hours in like 3 days into that game. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I know exactly what you mean. What how adept are you at Minecraft? Do you do any speed running, or are you just for fun?
No. I'm a for fun guy. Plus, I'm playing with mods right now, so you know you don't speed run.
Illegal. Yeah. Well, I mean, there is someone who did that though. There is someone who did that.
Yeah. We won't talk about the dreamer.
You already mentioned him. It's too late. It's too late.
What? No. I've just Googled this game, by the way. It came out in 2012, and I would make fun of you, but I play Counter-Strike, so I can't do that.
Wait, Crusader Kings came out in 2012?
It did, yeah.
Well, this is Crusader Kings 3, so this came out maybe in 2020, I believe.
I'm looking at Crusader Kings 2. I was behind the times. I'm sorry.
Yeah, come on. Wow, it took them like 8 years to make that next one. I guess they really stuck. Anyways. So, you showed me your background. We're talking about playing games. It looks like there's a game going on behind you in that field. Where are you right now?
Yeah, so I'm in my private box. This is Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. That's where I'm at. And so I wanted to be on the show, but there was a game in a private box. I couldn't say no to that. So we're just kind of meeting those two in the middle. You feel?
Yeah, no, it's good that you'll make some sacrifices for the good of the show for me, and that's I can really appreciate that. So is that your personal box, like you own it, or you were given the opportunity because both of us are illustrious members of the esports community?
I think I'm gonna go with option number 2.
Yeah, no, that
don't
does.
check that. Don't check that out, Lee. Don't worry.
We don't have fact checkers here. We fired them all because just making blatant, flagrant claims is just way more fun.
This is my kind of show. I'm glad I'm here. I fit right in.
Yeah. All right. Well, that sounds good to me. So normally when we kick off this show, we always gotta ask that one initial question is, how did you get your name? How did you become V1nson?
Oh, so this is like not actually very, very fun of a story, to be honest. So back in the day, somehow we're gonna go back to Minecraft. So
Of
back in the
course.
day,
Of course.
I was like 12 years old or whatever, and I was playing Minecraft. And at that time, I was like a factions player. I don't know. Do you know what factions is?
Is that related to Bed Wars?
No. That's like a mini game. It's like a PvP type of. It's a PvP thing where you like try to break into bases and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, long story short, I thought it was. I was like, okay, so my name is Zach. Well, I'm gonna be clever. Everybody's Zach Attack, so I'm gonna be Zach Attacks You because
Oh,
ha.
it's the action. It's the action. Yeah, banger. There we go.
Right. Well, so believe it or not, that doesn't age very well. But when you become like an old man, so
How old
so
are you?
I'm 23.
An old man?
Okay, when you become an aged individual.
Oh, all right, all right. I'll allow it. Continue.
Now there weren't any fact checkers out here. What happened? So
Okay,
anyway,
all right. Shut up.
I was like, okay, I got to change it. And so I saw, there's a CS player named Flom. And so his name is just his last name with a 0. But, and so I stole that. I'm just, Vincent is my last name. And I put a 1 in it. But so here we are. Or you could alternatively just call me by my alter ego, V1nson.
V1nson.
Yeah, V1 for version 1. Yeah.
Have you ever been called that, or did you decide to make that joke before anyone else?
No. Everybody just reads it wrong. They're like, "Oh my god, you part of version 1?" I'm like, "Yeah, definitely."
Speaking of
There's
that,
and Vision and
Vision.
That
Okay,
happens too.
what's more annoying? Like, what's the worst botching of your name that you've had?
It's Vision, 100%.
Vision is the worst.
I don't know why it bothers me, but it does.
I mean, it's kind of cool if you just completely have a different name.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's like because they just didn't read. They just fully went. Oh, there's just no in there. It's Vision. Okay.
It's kind of like when you see those word jumbles and your mind figures it out. They just assume that your name is garbage spelt, so they're filling in the blanks.
That's exactly what happens. It's great.
Were you ever workshopping different names while you were transitioning from Zach Attacks?
Well, yes, I was, but I'm very uncreative. So like, and I at that time I was like kind of transitioning into like wanting to become a caster. So it just my name was going to be out there anyway, so it made sense to brand around my name. That was like my thought process. It was logical, not creative.
Okay. Well, no. I mean, like I said in the introduction, you've got a very analytical brain, so it's okay. Hold on, that's a nice mug. Can we see that again? That thing looks pretty sick. Nice. Where did you get that? That looks like you got that at Medieval Times or some shit.
From a dream hack actually.
From a dream hack. What was it?
Yeah. So it's like so I was in Dallas for IEM Dallas, and also DreamHack was there as well. And so like it's one of those stands. If you ever been to a DreamHack, at least in the US, I don't know about the Cali one, but in Atlanta and in Dallas, they have this like refillable mug, and you can do it like all day for like I don't know, it's like $20 or something. And of course, because it's some convention center, any like any sort of beverage in any ways is at least $10 per water. And I'm like, well, I could have that for $20 and refill it as many times as I want.
Well, they didn't have just tons of free Rockstar for you to get congenital heart disease.
Yeah, believe it or not, they did not have that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, listen, that might have been in the VIP lounge, but I was not a VIP.
Oh yeah, we're only the people who pay the most can have the worst things happen to them.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, yeah, I have usually aimed to get free energy drinks. I was at ESL 1 New York, and I got so much game fuel. And when I went to HCS Raleigh, I drank a fuck ton of Rockstar.
Is Rockstar good? Like, I'm not an energy drink person, so I've never had it. Like, I've had like Red Bull and I've had a Monster, but I haven't had the like Rain or like Rockstar or like any of those.
It's like the situation of, is Pepsi fine? You know, it's
For me?
no,
Okay,
it's
I
like
get
when you're
you.
at a restaurant, you're like, oh, can I have Coke? And they say, is Pepsi fine? Oh, can I have a Monster? Is Rockstar fine? Like,
I
yeah,
see. Okay.
it's fine. But the best part about it was
I
that it was
guess.
free. What happened was I I wouldn't. This is only in ESL New York, so that one it's long ago with my scumbag tendencies. So I would get one, just go to the free area, drink like maybe, I don't know, a quarter of the can, and just throw it out like, oh, I don't want this anymore. I just threw it out, and it was like the tall ones, like the 16-ounce
no.
cans.
Oh no.
I did that
The-
like
the-
5 times.
The poor guy who was pulling the trash out of that trash can.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I'll say this. Mountain Dew stepped the fuck up with Game Fuel because you could reseal the can.
What?
It's got it's got like a little slide, and then you kind of
That's groundbreaking.
Yeah, I know. And then what a waste of it to put it on fucking Game Fuel.
I could have got on Monster.
Exactly.
You're really selling these monster sponsorships here. I love it.
I've been hustling for that for such a long time, but now I'm in kind of rehab. I'm very low on the caffeine intake. Do you drink a lot of caffeine? Are you a big caffeine guy?
So yeah, I'm not like I used to. I used to drink coffee in the morning, especially like I used to work a job where I had to be up at like 5 a.m. So when I was doing that, I was it was a mandatory cup of coffee, but I tend not to drink a lot of coffee or even like that sort of thing. Like any caffeine I get is through sodas.
Well, I think when you're getting up early, it definitely makes sense to have a coffee over a soda. I feel like that's just really weird. Like the first thing I grab when I wake up is the DC, the Diet Coke. Gotta crack one open before I go to work.
Even worse is like a Red Bull or something.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
right when you wake up.
Mhm.
So when I was taking classes, there was some times where I would like stay up all night studying,
Mhm.
and I'd be like driving into the city to get to my class and take my test, and I'd get like a Red Bull. That is the worst. Like I don't know how people do that, because I just felt terrible actively at the time, throughout the rest of the day and into the next day.
Wow, that's
Red
a
Bulls are
long-lasting
not good
effect.
to wake up. I don't know.
Because it's like you wake up and the first thing is Red Bull, just going like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
Wake up!
Hello, are you in there? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it probably was like a compounding effect from staying up all night and also just hitting the caffeine hard, and I don't normally have that much.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but not a good idea. Trust me.
Not good for waking up. Coffee again is good, especially when you kind of just need the calmness to deal with retail like you were.
Yeah, I did a stint at Best Buy. It was actually a lot of fun. I enjoyed working there. If I know that's like weird, but I don't.
Hey,
I
no,
liked it.
I mean, people definitely have a generally disgust for retail work, but why did you
Yeah.
like it? What was good about it?
Well, like so my full-time job now is in IT. So, and I was going to school for that at the time. So all of that, like I had interest in like the area, and then I basically got to learn, like I knew a lot about computers, but I didn't know about like TVs or how they worked or what the difference between TVs were, or the cameras or how they worked or anything like that, or like car audio stuff. Like, so I got to learn for free about all of those different things in order to sell them. And I don't know, it was just fun to learn. And then, you'd get like a customer come in and they'd be like, okay, I want this, but they wouldn't know what they were looking for, and what they wanted wasn't what they needed. And you could just kind of like create, you could solve their problem, and it'd be really fulfilling for me.
That does sound nice. No. I've told you, and I've talked about my experience at GameStop. There was nothing fulfilling about that job, but I'm glad that you had a good experience. Somebody for all of us retail warriors needs to have a good time. That's what the sacrifice is for.
Yeah. Plus, listen, this is maybe a hot take, but I think everybody should work in retail like for a little bit of time in their life. It gives you a good respect of like the difficulty of the job and like you you then don't treat people like assholes for no reason typically because you understand like they're just trying to do their job, you know.
Kind of like a Korean military service. We should
Sure.
we should force people to work in retail for like a year.
I don't know if I went that far. That's maybe a little bit extreme, but
Listen,
yeah,
hey,
I think it's good.
Vote for
it was
me.
good for me.
We'll force you into labor.
Lowe's for prez. Let's go.
So it was a good job for you, but I think toward the end you got ghosted by Best Buy. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, I did. I can't believe you remember that. That was so long that we've had that conversation. Yeah, basically, I had transitioned out of doing like so been hired seasonally, and then I got hired on to continue part time, and I was still attending classes, and then I got a job offer to go do IT for a company, and I was like, okay, well, obviously I'm going to take that job, but at the time I was also like, I mean, I'm down to stay on like part time, and Best Buy was down to do that, um, and then slowly I just never got any hours, which is sort of understandable, but then nobody ever like said anything to me. I just suddenly one day was got an email like your account's been terminated, and I'm like, okay. So, I hadn't worked for like 3 weeks, and I not because I wasn't available, but they just didn't schedule me. So, and I mean I didn't follow up, so I guess I could have followed up, but at that point I was like happy with my other job. So
Yeah, I mean it's better to just let that one go, right?
like what would I have gotten out of following up with them anyway? Like nothing.
It would have just been an official, yes, Vincent, go away, please.
Yeah, you are fired. We don't want you anymore. Right.
We can send that to you in writing too if you'd like. Just it's just a Polaroid of a middle finger. It's just fuck off, Zach. That's enough.
Yeah, like you're not welcome. But it was a good time. I worked there like 8 months.
So you were going to school, you were working at Best Buy, and then you got into IT. Where exactly were you getting into casting during this whole timeline?
Okay, so that's actually a good story.
All right, yes.
I was playing on an Overwatch team, um, like like a bad Overwatch team, just a, like plat players, and I'm not good at video games. I got to talk about them. That's why I talk about.
That's
them,
why
'cause
we're
I'm not
here.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I was like scrolling through posts that were like either looking for scrim or looking for team or looking for player. Can't remember because I was doing some management work for a team. So, and I randomly see this looking for caster, entirely the wrong place, like, like not the right spot to be putting that. But they had posted this, they posted it, and it was for like a random college game that was for what was the league at the time? I don't even remember. This is like late 2019. Um,
Ancient history.
yeah. Well, and like it's actually like 2018. I like early 2019. I was done with Best Buy, so this is like quite very recent to that. Um, but so there was some collegiate event. It was like, and I don't even remember who it was. I think it was like North Dakota State, something like that, Overwatch team. And they were like, "Hey, we want a caster." And I was like, "I've always wanted to try that. I like to talk. I know Overwatch." And so I replied, I slid into the DMs like, "Hey, I like have no experience whatsoever, but would you like give me a chance?" And they said yes. And so it was absolutely dog water, but I I enjoyed it, and so I started doing it more and more. Started doing stuff in the Overwatch scene, and then sort of expanded from there.
Absolute dog water. Yeah, no, if I was going to go back, if I was going to look at my first one, it's always going to be bad. Your first
Yeah.
stuff is always going to be really rough, and you'll say some ridiculous things, like someone might even say say, "I'm nom 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 nom, he's eating."
Maybe something like that. Yeah, never an experienced person would ever
No, no.
do that. Do you have the clip?
I do have the clip. I do have the clip.
Okay. I knew you did when you looked like that. You want to play it?
Yes. I don't think you'll hear it, but you know we'll be able to see it together.
Okay.
I think if we go like this, wow. Nope, that's not. Oh, there we go.
But I could see why they invested in it.
God,
And
that's
a
so
good
loud.
stun on the Tracer, taking him out. Good mail too. Very, very positive. You know, you split the team and also, you know,
I think we gotta go up a little bit.
Oh, but two huge plays. What?
man.
That's insane. I can't imagine now Muppet Murder going to be nano boosted yet again. That's 2 fights in a row. That's two fights in a row.
Overwatch. Feels so.
nanos in a row.
What? They're absolutely feeding this man. Just nom 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 nom, nom. He's eating.
That's fantastic. I will have to say we could say, or I could say it's silly, but no, that's actually some good shit.
Yeah, I think that was a scrim, if I'm not mistaken. That I was casting, or it might have been like 10 mans, or not for Overwatch. It might have been like
12
like
mans.
pugs or whatever. That or because obviously that team was one of the teams that I was like helping manage. So yeah, honestly, I can't believe that your research team was great. That's all I'm saying.
See, the research is good. The fact checking is terrible, though.
Right, you know, that's why you have a good research team, though.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to fact check. Is that how that works? I don't
No, we
know.
just see a thing like, oh, this is a good lead, and then we just print that shit. Just throw that out.
Just go 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll delete the tweet linking to it if we're ever questioned.
Yeah, that was definitely like super over the top, but honestly, I'll stand by it. That's a V1nson approved
No, it's
clip.
good because
2 years ago. That was 2 years ago.
you could do that in a cast, but you would just have the experience to know how to make it like a great quote, just like the way that you'll have the inflections, because it's something good that you could say, but just I don't know. Could you try and remake that, but as a 2022 V1nson?
Right. Yeah. I probably could. I'd have to go back and listen to it because I couldn't hear it, though, if I wanted to try.
Okay. Fuck. Well,
Sorry.
I guess that's the issue with not sharing the screen. I should have done it. Fuck. Okay. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on.
There's no technical issues here. What do you mean?
We finally ran into a tech hiccup. You know, you wouldn't have thought so, especially with how hard our producer works. Do I still even have the control room? Yes, I do.
Hey.
I thought I got rid of that seat a while ago.
Yeah. Your producer's working overtime. The good guy, that producer.
Yeah. This was in the we got him from the what is it called? The broadcast.gg free section. That's where we got him.
Oh, let's go. That's awesome. And that's where I started. That's legit.
Yeah, I was when I was first getting into casting, I would only go into the unpaid opportunities because I thought I'm probably not good enough to get paid for this yet.
Same.
But then I started realizing, like, wait, no, fuck that. I've seen bad people go on paid things.
Yeah.
I could do it too. It'd be bad.
So probably an unpopular thing to say, but there's like some people that I will see that like just started casting, and they're like actively searching for like paid opportunities, and I think I did like probably 500 hours of casting before I even thought about that. Like,
Dog, whoa, what?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, like I mean, Overwatch is also like a scene where there's not money. So
Yeah.
there's that.
Okay.
But like in general, like I never thought I was good enough to like even attempt, like you're saying. And so when I see people who are like feel like brand new now, I'm like, how do you feel comfortable? What? How? It's like, even if they're good, I'm like, I personally would have just shriveled up at the embarrassment.
Well, I mean, there's some third party. There's some TOs that still pull in big numbers, but you're not really getting paid much.
Yep. We won't talk about those.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, you were that wasn't a direct a direct shot at, at anyone.
No, I was just speaking in
Okay.
general. I wasn't talking about anyone
Same.
specifically.
Same,
But
literally.
actually, no. Wait. Now I am thinking about it, and I am gonna say it. It's no.
They'll do it. Yeah.
I'll probably never work with them unified. So I'll probably never work with them again.
Yeah, probably not. I've never actually worked with them though, so it's fine.
I mean, you know, they're all right. That is the one broadcast I've ever cursed on accident.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like
That's so funny.
It went into like double overtime, and it was like the last map of the series, double overtime. First time working with them, and I was like, man,
First time
working with them, and they brought
Oh,
me back a
no.
couple times after. Which I appreciate that. They just obviously don't have a ton of money, so I'm not super interested in blocking out my entire night. So it was double OT on bind. Goes into triple OT. I'm like, oh wow, triple OT. This is gonna go all night. You know, why not go up to quadruple? Fuck it, quintuple.
I love how that's just so clearly you were on a rampage. You just had to keep going. I never had that problem. I don't know. It's just not a thing for me. Because to be fair, like I don't normally like I in my like regular life, like normal job and stuff, I don't curse. So it's I feel like it's a little easier. And then like you have broadcast mode, and I'm like, fine.
Yeah.
Just, it's whatever.
No, I curse quite a bit. Sorry, my mom's in the chat watching at home. Yes, I do curse quite a bit.
Ilos's mom.
And like when I go into broadcast, I shut that off immediately. Like I can turn on the sensors, but we'll go to break, and I'm like, what the fuck are these guys doing?
I have personally seen that.
Yeah, exactly. We've been working together. These guys fucking suck. Just end the game.
Can someone please tell them to turn their monitors on?
Oh man,
it's true. Los Unplugged. That's a new segment you need to have.
Yeah, where they just let me say whatever I want. This is unsponsored, by the way. We'll just take off all of the lower thirds, so no branding, so we don't get in trouble with the partnerships. Yeah, hey, it could work. Maybe that's why I haven't secured a sponsorship yet. I don't know.
Nah. Do you see what some of these streamers say? And like have brands coming all over the place. I don't think it matters. It's whatever.
We'll bag them eventually.
There we go.
So you're a commentator who has quite a bit of experience across a multitude of titles. What games are you working on? How many do you have under your belt?
So, okay, I actively work in Rocket League, Overwatch, CSGO, and Valorant. I have casted COD, chess, Minecraft, and is there anything else? I think that's it. I've casted those three as well, and a little bit of Halo, but not very well because I don't really know that game.
How did you get involved in that if you don't know it too well?
It was like a sort of party game type of stream. So like just a bunch of games being played, and that was one of them, among others that I knew, like Rocket League and stuff. So that's how it happened. But yeah, those main four though: Rocket League, Overwatch, Counter-Strike, Valorant.
What's your favorite game to cast?
Oh, that's a hard one. I think it's probably CS or Valorant. It just kind of, but it's like for different reasons. So like CS, I enjoy casting because it can be so slow paced and conversational. Valorant, I enjoy because just the nuttiest things happen in Valorant. Like I like to have like funny reactions, to things happening on screen, and I think that like Valorant enables that very well because Jet will do some just whack shit and hit something floating in the air, and you could just be like, what? something like that.
Oh yeah, I think that's my favorite part. Just going absolutely bananas over a play or some shit.
Yeah, it's fun. I don't know. I like had this epiphany a while back. I was like, what? Why am I trying to be so serious? I'll ask people. They're like, yeah, I like it when you make a funny noise, and I'm like, that's the part. What? Okay, I can do that. I can just sound like a chimp. It's fine.
Yeah, sometimes we do have to return to monkey, and it kind of taps into our neurons, our ancient neurons.
Listen, there's something there. I don't know what it is, but people like it.
Yeah.
Plus, like if you think back into like really good traditional sports commentators, like what is like their most famous moments? It's typically like those reactions.
Exactly, because everyone can have some great analysis. Well, not everyone. People can have some great analysis of a play.
There's the Stephen A's of the world,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a shot for no reason.
That was no. I've recreated him with handsome H. Los for a little bit.
The better version.
Yeah. It's my dream one day that there could be like similar shows that you'd see with Stephen A. Or oh my god, I completely I think First Take with Shaq at the table. Yeah, something like that where it's kind of like a post thing analysis where it's not too serious. It's not too we could leave that for the actual end of the game with the analysts. And then you go to a little bit more of a lighthearted recap for the casuals. The casuals, Vincent.
There's so like in the traditional sports world, I think like Pat McAfee's kind of doing that. I don't know if you're familiar, but he used to be a punter for the Colts. And now he like has a huge show and it's like on YouTube and stuff. And he kind of like it's like very uncensored. And he kind of does like just reaction stuff, it's quite entertaining. It's kind of that idea, so I think it's coming is my point.
It's on the way but when it comes to the sharp analytical mind, you definitely have one. As we've worked together for quite some time, you could see out problems and you could kind of convey them quite eloquently, whether it's with teams or with games themselves. So it brings me to the idea, and one more question is, what exactly is the open letter to Treyarch?
Oh god, there's oh boy. I was so tilted, so mad. There's just so bad, dude. So I don't. Any COD gamers will know that there's so many problems across games, and like it's even true now. Like there's so that was like Black Ops 4, I think, right? Is that
if I still have it up, if I still have that, I believe it's Black Ops 4.
Yeah. So like there was, long story short, it was just a rant on Reddit. But point being, the makers of COD just are terrible, and they keep putting out trash, and people keep buying it, and it's my fault too, because I just it's fun to just brainlessly play some COD, but like when there's bugs in the game that exist for like 3 different versions of the game, then it's like, come on guys, figure it out.
What is the last COD that you bought?
Not unfortunately I did buy Vanguard. I bought it on sale. Mostly because a couple of friends of mine wanted to play it, and so it was worth $20 for me to like hang out with those friends.
Okay, that makes sense. That's a fair purchase. Yeah, I skipped this one. I bought Cold War. I never played multiplayer, but I kind of wanted to play it just because I was interested in learning to cast COD. Like I wanted to do that, learn more about it, because I like following the scene. Let's go Stopliners. And I wanted to be a little bit more involved. But with Vanguard, I'm like, I'm not buying this shit. Hell no.
Yeah, it wasn't very good. I thought actually Black Ops 4 was a pretty good game overall. And then Cold War was a downgrade. But if you actually remember, Black Ops 4 I think it was Black Ops 4, had the first COD BR before Warzone.
Yeah,
existed.
what was it, Blackout, right?
Yeah, and I think it was really good actually, like how it was initially integrated, but it didn't catch on. Like, but it was quite fun. I think that's actually, I think that that game was better than like PUBG and stuff. I don't think PUBG is that good.
PUBG. Oh, you don't. Why not? Why not? That's like the granddaddy of BR.
No, but it's not though. It's not. We got to wait. Okay, so here's the nerd in me, Los.
Hit me.
We're about to go down. We're about to go down a rabbit hole. Okay. Um, it really isn't though, because H1Z1 existed way before that, and did it not as well, but it was like pretty big on Twitch and stuff. And then even before that, it was DayZ, and DayZ existed, and it was a mod of Arma 3, and then that DayZ mod of Arma 3, it was also at the same time like the like Minecraft Hunger Games stuff. So it's not even really OG. It's just it got the most popular.
I would say it is the ninja of BRs, where it wasn't the first, not the best, but it's the one that got everyone turning their eyes to it.
But it hit the mainstream.
Yeah.
I'd agree. You're right.
And then obviously, you know, Fortnite, but that was because of PUBG.
Yeah. Well, apparently PUBG Mobile is still like a big thing. I don't know how people play that.
Oh, dude, in like Asia,
I know
they fucking
huge.
love that shit, and they're crazy at it. They're so good.
Are you a mobile gamer? Like or are you? So there's people who fit into 3 different categories, or maybe it's just 2. There's oh yeah, I play some like word puzzles while I'm on the toilet, right? There's mobile gamers. Those aren't real gamers, all right? And then there's I'm a gamer, but on my phone. Which are you?
I play Clash Royale sometimes, and that's a good one. Like, it's not terrible. It's an easy 1v1. Games are gonna be like max 5 minutes if it goes so long. Sometimes I would play Legends of Runeterra or Hearthstone when I was still rocking those games, but I like it. And there's kind of one thing that everyone who plays Clash Royale or any sort of game like that is when you start seeing the Asian characters like in the names of your opponents show up, it's time to go to bed, bro. Just go to fuck to sleep. You're not winning. It's over.
Yeah, they've maxed everything, and it's all over.
And they just have better strats. Like I don't fucking know what I'm doing wrong. I feel like I have a good brain, but it just isn't good enough. Zach, I don't know.
It's large, but just not large enough.
I'm trying my best out here.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That could be how it goes.
Man, do you play mobile games?
See, so I used to, and probably still technically am, in the category of mobile games. You're not a real gamer.
Wow, boo.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm coming around to it with things like COD Mobile and PUBG Mobile, and like those are actual games ported onto a like a phone, and like we're getting to phones with like 8 gigs of RAM, and they can actually run a game like that. But back when it was like, I'm a Hearthstone player, but that's just a PC game that we put on a phone, you know?
Come on. I mean, you got Mobile Legends. Now you got Wild Rift.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, my views are evolving on the topic.
Good. I'm glad that you have the ability to evolve, maybe change your mindset, maybe gain a few skills. And, you know, what we're going to do today, well, you'll actually be evolving and you'll be gaining a new skill because I've got a brand new game for you to cast, okay? I hope you're ready for this. Right. I think you're going to like it. Now, this isn't any regular game. This is a game that involves direct combat. What we're going to cast over is a UFC fight that happened just 2 days ago between...
Is this the one where he teabags?
I don't know. I don't think that happens, but I'm just giving you a brand new opportunity to try something out because I have not watched this fight. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to try and cast this one. How does this sound?
Okay. All right. Am I coloring here? Or are you play-by-playing or what's going on here?
We could just fucking play it. Oh no.
Okay.
What did oh god.
What have you done?
You know what? We're just going to bring this down. Fuck it. The oh my god, I took myself out of my desk. That's it.
It's
Fine.
all falling apart.
Oh god. What have I done? Anyways, here's the fight. Start us off, Zach.
All right. We got Usman and Covington.
Good read, Dean. Thank you.
Got the UFC. Let's get it going.
Kobe connected there with the left hand.
A few jabs back and forth, but they're not really trying to make any strong commitments now. You can see a little bit of hesitancy coming out from Covington.
Oh, they're dancing. They're dancing.
Oh,
No, what?
nice little takedown from Usman, but let's see if he can convert it to something more.
Well, that was dope. He's gotten out of it. He's going for the kick.
That was a great maneuver to get back up, but Usman, he's still sending out those shots.
Career takedown for Usman.
The old 1-2. Give him the old 1-2.
Covington already.
Oh, big whiff out from Covington.
There we go. That was the one. Got to give him the 2. Covington, get with the program.
See, they don't want to make that strong commitment. They're trying to just wait each other out. The first round, pretty close to being over. So it's gonna just be light
What was that
light
kick?
hits.
That was some bitch status. What?
It's crazy how much he's throwing his body. Just putting his entire body and leaving himself real open for that. And Usman taking advantage.
There we go. Yeah, wide open. No chance to block that one.
Yeah, seems to be a power and also strength.
Covington's scared. He's terrified. Oh, and he's got him.
Covington now cut underneath his right eye.
Usman still looking for those shots. A nice kick to the leg, but only 30 seconds left in the round.
Also has cardio. I mean, he can keep a tremendous pace.
Oh, look at that head fakes.
Still has that amazing.
Covington's trying to fake him out. He's lost. He's lost already.
Oh yeah, with only 15 seconds left. It's just a jab fest, but there's some blood on Covington.
Woo!
And that cut not getting any smaller.
That right hand.
Covington
That's
landed
great
just
defense.
23%
I'm assuming
of his
because I don't know
offense
anything about UFC, but
in
here
this
we are.
opening round.
Wow. Well, the round's over. Let's just try and skip to the next one, see if they'll do, we're gonna skip pretty deep into the fight, see if something crazy's happening.
All right, here we go. What round we're in? Who knows? But minute 40.
Oh, couple of combos from Usman. Oh, another to follow it up.
Nice kick to the body.
Covington's on the back foot here, the leg to push him back.
They're just throwing their heads into each other. It's like they're trying to tackle him rather than punch him, but still. Covington bloodied up.
He can't keep his footing.
He's landed a couple jabs. He just hasn't been able to get the sustained success we saw.
Oh yeah, just look at those strikes. More than double on the head.
Oh, that's crazy. That's Usman just dominating. Covington, he's literally on his feet, basically in the grave already.
Oh, you can see the
So
cauliflower
sloppy.
eel.
Right for Usman.
Here, he looks like he's cooked.
If I was in Kobe's corner, I would be really wanting to see some kicks to the legs.
Especially when he goes.
He looks so tired.
All right, let's
There's
see.
nothing that Covington could do here. Oh, he's backing up all the way.
Blood, but undeterred.
I think
Kobe
this is the last round.
That last round with that left kick to the body. From
So-
the southpaw stance, it's open and available.
You'd think it'd be heating up, but Usman is just pushing his advantage.
When Usman
Left
throws
and
that
right.
1-2, he puts the jab on you, and before he pulls it back,
I haven't
he
seen
cuts
Covington
the
hit
range and then
actually
throws the right hand.
connect.
And as you
in
said,
the last
Joe,
minute or
Kobe's
so.
doing a good job with the body kick. He needs to go back up under the elbow.
Yeah,
Get
Covington.
in the window
He
there.
sent out a kick. Oh, now he's going on the advantage. Usman falling down. Now they're going to take it to the cage.
Usman athletically.
Oh, he's got the grapple.
Now to go.
Needs to get him on the ground. This is a great job from Usman not going down.
Yes.
Trying to use the knee, trying to get in there. But the shots to the head continue.
Covington just eating them. He's trying to send some back. We can tell they're so tired. It looks like limp fists, but there's a lot of power behind that.
Landed that seminal blow to put Usman
Oh,
on the
he
ropes.
just keeps getting those shots. And Covington looks like he's just struggling to even get back up or throw punches.
Usman's kind of backing out of that one. Might be able to make his way through, but he could honestly keep himself in it and just wait out the time, but that's not how they want to play it.
He got a nice kidney shot in there, if I'm not mistaken, though. That one's going to hurt later. You got to get in the ice bath.
Oh, yeah, you can barely see out of that right eye from Covington going for a major uppercut. It doesn't land the connection.
What a fight.
Yeah.
Covington's just trying to stay alive at this point. This fight feels like it's already over with Covington playing defense, going for crazy jabs and insane uppercuts to try and finish things off in one shot.
Yeah, it feels with such little time, this is when you have to be bold. This is when you have to make that connection, but
Eye poke. Has to be at least a 10-8.
I'm not sure what happened. I think there might have been
Really close to being over.
I don't know what happened, but hey! Wow, we did it! Whoa! We made it! Well, what did you think? What did you think about that?
So I think that's probably the most UFC I've actually watched, like, ever.
What did you like it? Did you think it's good?
I think UFC is cool. Like, it's just not like my interest area. Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, eye poke? Is that what happened? Actually?
I think that is what happened.
Oh, dang, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, without a doubt. But hey, you know what? I think you did a great job. Maybe it takes a little bit more practice. You might have to check out the unpaid UFC commentating gigs on Broadcast GG. But we know how you make that money, how you get paid, because you're a fantastic caster and a fantastic guest. But unfortunately, this is about all the time we have here on Late Night with Los. But one more question, Vincent. Where can the people at home find you?
All right, they can find me on Twitter at VinsonCast. That's just about it. Thanks for having me, Los. Appreciate it.
Of course. Oh, I should have copy and pasted it. Fuck.com/VinsonCast. And then we'll do about
version 1nson. That's it.
Boom. Version 1nson. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here in the studio. Big thank you for Vincent to come on out to the studio and pull up, give us some insight, give us a little bit of heat on the mic when it comes to UFC. Who knew you had it in ya? I certainly didn't have it in me, but you carried us all the way through. So thank you so much to you, the folks at home. This is gonna be it for Late Night with Los. We probably aren't gonna have an episode next week, but it's all good. We'll be right back the week after on Late Night with Los. I gotta find somebody to raid. Oh God, I did not plan for this. I actually got someone right now. Okay. We're gonna be raiding Majora's Rose. Make sure you pull up and show some love regardless. That'll be it for us here at Late Night with Los.